Everybody's around this bitch chasing the bag. I gotta get to the bag. But what if I told you that the bag was you? We live in a world that teaches us to chase money like it's the highest value. But money was created to represent value. And that value has always been us. We are the value. Money only has its power when it's backed by something. Historically, that something has always been us. Our time, our labor, our intellect, our soul. When I say you are the currency, I'm not being poetic. I'm being factual. Every system that exists, from capitalism to entertainment to tech, thrives off of human energy. And that energy isn't free. It costs us every time it's extracted. But I'm going to give you some real game. If you knew your true value, would you still be chasing money? Or would you start aligning your life with your worth? Money isn't real in a sense that it's just paper or numbers on a screen. It's an agreed upon illusion. But energy is very much real. When you wake up and clock into that job, that's energy. When you give your time to someone that drains you, that's energy. When you create something that inspires people, that's high vibrational energy. The wild thing is that people don't realize that money is supposed to represent energy, but you're the ones that's providing the energy. So in truth, you're more real than money itself. You're a walking powerhouse, a divine reactor. You create value just by existing in alignment. The world bends to that when you know how to use it. I made a video a couple of days ago saying that money, the more money you have, the more karma that you attract. And the less money you have, the more spiritually free you are. And I had to expound on that because people think that having more money equals more freedom. But that's not always true. Money is a neutral energy, but how you acquire it and what you do with it makes all the difference. There's a spiritual weight attached to wealth. Every dollar we touch has a story, and often these stories are rooted in exploitation, struggle, imbalance. So when people chase money without consciousness, they unknowingly inherit the karma tied to that system. On the flip side, people with less money live closer to spirit because we're forced to rely on things that we can't buy. Intuition, resilience, divine timing. We're forced to rely on source. That's why some of the most freest people you meet don't have much, but they have peace within and without. And that's the real wealth. Now let's not sugarcoat it. Our ancestors were literally currency. We were bought, sold, traded, insured. Not because we were weak, but because of our power, our labor, and divinity were so immense that they tried to own it, control us. We weren't just sold for our physical labor and what we can do for these people. We were sold for our potential, our wound, our mind, our language, our rhythm, our innovation. They saw our value before we were even allowed to. And in many ways, this mindset has not left. Systems today still try to own Black creativity, Black culture, Black excellence. But now it's all packaged in contract, algorithm, endorsement. The plantation just got better lighting. From the time we were young, we were taught that money was the end all be all. Go to school, get a job, make money, retire. That's the script. But who wrote that and why? Because if you believe that money equals success, you spend all your life chasing something outside of you. A dream state that you are currently in now for you to create within. You will never sit long enough to realize that you were the source all along. The truth is, society needs your attention, your labor, your creativity, but it can't afford you to know how powerful you are. So it keeps you busy, distracted, competing, chasing. If you knew who you are and the system that was in place for you, you wouldn't want to participate in this shit no more if you knew your power. And let's talk about that, because we're not just human beings. We are infinite beings, conscious creators, energetic forces in physical form. Every human being at their core is a direct channel to source. We are vessels of creation. We hold emotion, memory, imagination, the ability to bring thought into form. No other creature on the planet can really create how we can. Through intention, vibration, and frequency, we can shape energy with our minds. We manifest, we heal, we create from the void. And I think that's pretty godlike. I don't know, so why the hell did they sell us, Kyla? Because if you want to control something as powerful as us, you make it forget itself, separate it from its source, turn its power into profit. We weren't just sold for physical labor again. We were sold because of the divine essence we carry, because of our melanin, our DNA, our connection to spirit, our natural rhythm, our gifts, our resilience, our bloodline. The colonizers saw something that they could not understand because they knew it was valuable. So instead of honoring us, valuing us, they feared us. And instead of learning, they enslaved us, tried to control us because simply they didn't understand us. We were sold simply because they could not match our energy. So they mine it, control it. It's no coincidence, though, that we became currency. In slavery, the economy was built on the backs of stolen people. We were the stock market before the damn stock market even existed. Why, though? Because we are generators. We built the civilization, birthed nations, created cultures, powered industries, shift collective consciousness. One enslaved person could farm land, raise children, build homes, heal the sick, speak multiple languages, play instruments, understand and interpret astrology, and pass down history. We were literally walking libraries, doctors, architects, mystics. That's why we weren't just killed the fuck off. That's why we were used. We were the original infrastructure, the root of wealth they still benefit from today. And here's what's so mind-boggling about everything. The system is powered by us, the people, especially the most oppressed, silent, most devalued, because we are often the most spiritually potent. And the ones that are in control, they know this. So what do? Distract us with having the need to survive, divide us by race, class, gender, fill our minds with noise, fear, and scarcity, trap us in fake identities, and make us simply believe that we are less than. Because if we remembered who we are, what our bodies, voices, and spirits are capable of, the entire structure would collapse. Understand this. Every time you speak truth, you heal, create, love, all with intention, you're disrupting the matrix. You are a threat when you know your worth. You are dangerous when you know that your power is not outside of you. It's in your cells, in your spirit, your breath. You are not a slave. You are not your trauma. You are not your paycheck. You are a walking portal. You are a multi-dimensional being. You are a force that they can never replicate, only try to control. Money is the greatest illusion ever sold. It's not backed by gold. It's not a natural resource. It's not something that grows from the earth. It's a concept. A man-made system designed to control the flow of energy. Your energy. It's paper and numbers that we agree to treat like power. But power is not paper. It's people. The only thing giving money power is the collective belief in it. If we stop believing in it tomorrow, it would collapse. Trust. And that's just how fragile the whole system is. All of this is psychological, based off of a belief system. Before there was money, there was barter. Straight up energy exchange. You got fruit, I got grain. You make clothes, I build shelter. We traded off a basic need and respect. Nobody was richer than the next person. Your value was based off your skill, your offering, your ability to contribute. The system was organic. It was based off community and connection. But then it became centralized currency, created on controlled trade, conquer and tax the people. The elites couldn't tax bartering, but they could tax money. And that's when the game changed. Let's go metaphysical for a second. Money is a sigil. It's got symbols, numbers, language. It's got ritual. Notice how we're ever paying bills like we're worshiping a god? The whole system is spiritual warfare disguised as economics. Most of society's suppression, suffering, crime, depression, violence, even war comes from the imbalance of money. Not because it's evil, but people use it as a tool to manipulate, hoard onto it, rather than allowing it to flow, to circulate. When you chase money, you're not chasing something tangible. You're chasing a symbol. And symbols don't feed the soul, they feed the ego. The more you chase what's outside of you, the further you get to reap the benefits from what's within you. You can have all the money in the world and still feel empty because the currency is within. You're not meant to chase money. You're meant to attract abundance by fully stepping into your truth. When you walk in alignment, you don't need to hustle like you're lacking something. You become the magnet, the force. Money can become a tool, but never let it become your master. Chase peace. Chase your calling, your purpose. Chase healing. Chase truth. Because when you become what you're looking for, the universe will bend the world in the way that you need it to be. You will become in control of your own destiny. The most expensive thing you'll ever pay for is betraying yourself trying to get to the bag. Your soul is priceless. Your body is a temple. Your spirit is royalty. They knew this. That's why they try to brand it, sell it, and suppress it. Because if you knew your worth, you never bow again. You are here to embody everything they tried to pack it, sell. And the richest you'll ever be is when your soul is whole, your mind is clear, and your energy is unbothered.